Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Suburban Adventures. And today I am at, this evening, I'm at one of my favorite spots to fish. This is called Rock Bottom Dam. I've done a whole bunch of videos here, but as you can tell, the water is way up. And yesterday morning, we got a ton of rain. In fact, just about 15-20 miles north of here, they got like 3 inches of rain, 3 to 4 inches of rain in the morning. So this river, now this is the Susquehanna, so obviously a lot of rivers flowing into this, but this river has picked up a lot of water in the last 24 hours. So just to give you a reference point there, that is the dam. So it's a low head dam, but as you can see, the water level is so high you can barely see the dam. I would say that water is up a good at least 4 feet. And I've just been standing here. I actually came down here just to see it. And right in this little hole here, I saw some big old fish roll over. So I actually went home and grabbed my fishing gear. And I just found another guy that he actually has said he hooked right in this little hole right here. Hooked into a pretty decent carp, but wasn't able to reel him in. So just to give you a point of reference, this is the road where I am parked, and you can see how high the water is. I mean, you got another 2 feet maybe, and the water's up on this road. So anyway, I have a rod just soaking here. I don't know if you can see it. I got a worm just out there in that little hole. I'm gonna see if we have any luck here. I'm not expecting to, but I just wanted to give it a try and see what happens. So this path right here is usually where I walk right down, and it's all flooded. This path over here is another path where I walk right down. Let me come through here though. This will give you a better view of the you can see the water's right up to here. So I am usually fishing right out there. So look at that dam there. In fact, it's up so high that that side wall of the dam, you can see the water coming over the top of. And you can see all this debris that's caught in there and everything. I don't know if you can see all that stuff. There's like a buoy churning around up there. There's another one up there. Way out there, right there. It's just an absolutely massive log. It's just massive. That's getting churned around in that low head dam there. A whole bunch of tires. All sorts of stuff. That just shows you right here how powerful these things are. That massive tree stump down there just spinning around. But you can see huge, every once in a while, just a massive fish tries to jump up that dam. I've only seen it this high one other time. And that was in the summertime when the remnants of a tropical storm came up through. So I just want to show you one more place here. And this is down behind me. Just to show you how high it is. So this is a little dirt road that you drive up to, and when you could get down here, there's actually like parking spots, room for 3 or 4 vehicles, and there's actually a turnaround. And I was fishing down here earlier, but you can see how high that water is. Yeah, the other guy I was talking to said he comes down here when it's high like this, and in this little hole right here, he'll catch walleye and catfish. So look at that. Look at that. That's like a, looks like a beaver. It's something. See, let me see if my camera will zoom in. Yeah, just swimming right by. That's, I think that's a beaver. It was bigger than like a muskrat. He's just swimming right in this little hole there. That's crazy. The bridge where I'll sometimes fish under, you can see in relation to that how high it is. Now obviously it's been higher because there's been no real like flooding around, but as far as me coming down here to fish. This is as high as I've ever seen it. So I'm just gonna fish for a few minutes. I'm not gonna stay here long because it is hot. It was 95 degrees is the temperature. Felt like, I don't know, roughly around 100. So it's not super ideal fishing conditions, but I just wanted to show you guys one of my favorite places to fish and how much water it's taken on in the last 24 hours. If I hook on to something, I'll bring you back in and show you. I think I definitely have something here, but I don't have my tripod or anything. So I'm just gonna try and reel them in and then show you what I got. So I was just sort of had my rod sitting here. I had the drag way loose, and all of a sudden my rod started getting dragged, so I had to grab it quick. But let me see if I can reel this in. I definitely had something big. You probably couldn't see that, but he snapped off my line clean. I don't know if you can see that. That was big. But it makes me think I get another hook on here. I was about ready to head home because it's so hot, but it makes me think maybe I'll throw some more worms out there and see. I was just sitting here casting. I got my line with my worm out and just in this little hole here. And all of a sudden I got the drag set real loose. I heard the drag go zzz, like that, and then I saw my rod start to go. So I dropped my other rod, and I grabbed that, and it was I thought maybe it was just snagged, but it was definitely a fish on there. And then I was trying to reel it in and trying to figure out how I could also film it. And I put the phone on the ground. I don't know if it caught any of it, but right about there made a big splash, and then it broke me off. So if I had to guess, I'd say it was maybe either a big catfish or a carp. The guy that was fishing here, he showed me a big old carp. It was like a scale that was on his hook. He'd said he'd hooked into a couple carp, but wasn't able to reel them in. So then my rod keeps bouncing. But it's funny because I've been fishing here for quite a while, and I've met a lot of regulars here that come fishing here. And it's funny because everybody here has caught a muskie. Everybody. And they always talk about, oh, I hooked onto a 42-inch muskie, but he snapped off. Oh, I hooked onto a 36-inch muskie, but he snapped me off. So I've never seen anybody catch a muskie here. I know they are out here. I saw one guy show me a picture of a muskie that he caught here, but it's funny to me because everybody that fishes here has caught a muskie, but they always get snapped off. So maybe I'll go with that story. That was a muskie that I hooked onto, but it snapped me off. So if you know anything, they call muskies the fish of 1,000 casts because it's very hard to catch them. But everybody that fishes here has caught a muskie. They've just always been snapped off. So I got my rod out there. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and then I think I'm going to head home. I was hoping to catch a fish, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Well, I didn't catch a fish, but I did catch a package of something. I'm not even sure if I want to open that and see what's in that. I was just reeling it in. I thought I was snagged, but I think I caught a package of cookies or something. Okay guys, well I'm in the truck. I had to get in and cool off. It's 7:30 and it's still 92 degrees, which is for us northerners, it's pretty hot. So I had to get cooled off in the AC. I was never able to catch a fish. I was here for about an hour and 15 minutes. Normally I get frustrated when I don't catch fish. It doesn't happen too much anymore, but this was fun tonight. This was fun. Even though I didn't catch anything, it was fun because it was new. And you find these little slack pools like this one right here. They're going to be loaded with fish if you catch it just right. Now, I was up against the fact that it's water's very stained and it's 92 degrees out, but I enjoyed this because it was a new, you know, it was new to me fishing when the water level's this high. So anyway, you can check out some videos of me actually catching fish. I try not to post videos if I don't catch fish, but this was, you know, fun and different, so I want to post this anyway. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Get out and explore no matter where you live. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.